Hello, my lovelies. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. And today we are doing something a little different. Showing you a junk reading journal that I made for Christmas for one of my dear, dear friends. Her name is Katie. And story time, before we just go right into this. I worked at a library for a long time before I decided to stay home with my kids. And she comes in one day and she had this purse that was knitted, and I thought it was the coolest thing. And I just jokingly said, "Oh, hey, I would love one of those." And like 3 weeks later, she comes in with one, and I still use that purse to this day. And we are still going strong in our friendship. And she reads just as much as me, probably like 100 books a year, maybe more. So I wanted to do something nice for her for Christmas. So you have your typical spreads, 20 and 23, or 2023 and 23, I should say. Then this is like a bookshelf. I personally don't like to like color in my books or write down my titles, but I made a little bookshelf for her in case she wanted to. This is kind of a surprise, so it's not like super, super custom. I just kind of like asked her like, what are your favorite colors, which are green, purple, and black. I asked her if she liked certain styles, what her favorite book was, stuff like that. This is books to check out. So she likes kawaii or cute things. She likes birds. She likes lots of like modern things. So I just made a whole year where she can record what she reads or her thoughts or anything like that. I have no clue if she'll like it, but so I started out with a January theme, The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, with a quote. And I like to keep track of like how many days in the month I read. So I get a little calendar, her monthly TBR or to be read. And I just kind of stuck with botanicals because she prefers botanicals over flowers. And then lots of bookish stickers. I put in like a bingo challenge in case she wanted to do like a challenge. And then I put in these little mini reviews, which I'm calling just the good bits, if she wants to record like some of her favorites. And then like a wrap up and final thoughts. And every month is kind of structured like that. So you might see some like repetition, but I did kind of make these out of old book covers. It was just lots of random paper I had. So this is Pride and Prejudice for February. And I thought since Pride and Prejudice is, you know, very romantic-ish, that it would go good for February. And I did another calendar and TBR. I did like a romance challenge. So she colors in a square every time she reads a book of like that trope. So we got Second Chance, Fake Dating, Slow Burn, Enemies to Lover, Insta Love, Red or Pink Cover, you know, all the different, a love triangle, a one bed trope, Return to Hometown, Friends to Lovers. I just thought it's like a cute little way to do things. And just, I did put in like a kind of rating system, and I did see it on somebody else's reading journal setup, and I don't remember their name, I'm sorry. But it's like plot ranked 1 to 5, but characters ranked 1 to 5, because I know that like there might be books that I don't give like a glowing 5-star rating, but I love the characters, you know, but the plot might not be that great, or vice versa. Oh, I love this one. This is March, and it's Alice in Wonderland. I tried to pick like classic books that lots of people know, and I did put in like some of her favorites. I do adore this spread though. This is going to be like lots of like literary, scrapbooky kind of themes. And I did most everything by hand. Of course, not the stickers. The stickers I got, one of them is from like the Alchemy or Apothecary sticker book that Amazon has. And then I got these really cute kawaii stickers off like the app Temu, which is like cheap stationery app. And I did try to like switch it up. Some of the challenges are different. The way I did the mini reviews are different. And I just kind of tried to keep to the kind of color scheme I chose or the theme of the month. So this is Alice in Wonderland. So I put bunnies and teacups and cute things like that. She also just loves botanicals and green and forests. So April, I did a kind of greenery forest theme and that's a Ralph Waldo Emerson quote, adopt the pace of nature, her secret is patience. And then I did another challenge, but something that's a little bit more easier because sometimes bingo can be a little intimidating, feeling like you need to do or read all of those books. And this is when I kind of switched it up a little bit of the reviews. Instead of doing like the 1 to 5, I just kind of like, what's your favorite quote? What's your favorite character? What was your favorite part? Here's a synopsis. And then May is her birthday month, and her favorite book is called A Separate Peace. And from my understanding, it's about two boys at a boarding school right before one of the world wars. And one of them is really outgoing and the other one is very shy, and there's like a tree that the outgoing one keeps trying to get everybody to jump off of, and it's very old and low-key gay. And my friend and I are both on, the LGBT spectrum, so we love to read gay things. I did a little Dutch door and I tried to keep like a foresty theme. I did, since it's her birthday month, I wanted her to have like a self-care bingo instead of like a book bingo. It's like every time she does something for herself, she can color it in. So I brushed my teeth today. I got out of bed today. I was mindful. And then I wrote her a nice little letter. Did more mini reviews, because I didn't want to be the same over and over, so I did try to switch it up. And I got the washi tapes also from the Temu website. So a lot of these pages are just books I had laying around, and I know it might be sacrilegious to rip up books, but here we are. They were old. And then we get to June. And like I said, her and I are both, queer. So I did have to go with the pride theme. Is it super gay in here, or is it just my bookshelf? So lots of rainbows. So for this day's read, I decided to do just like writing the days, because I think by this time I was tired of drawing the calendars. So I just kind of did vertical so she can just do like a check mark for each day. And then a lot of times you say, oh, I love you, bro, no homo. And so I did like her challenges, yes, homo, of all different categories of books she could read and check off. Her TBR. And then just the fun bits is back. Her and I have a pretty raunchy sense of humor, so I thought that just the fun bits, and yes, that is a rainbow poop. Like I said, we kind of have a raunchy sense of humor, so I thought it was perfect for her. But I really hope she doesn't know that I have a YouTube channel either, so I feel like it's safe for me to talk about it. I really hope she likes it. I did enjoy drawing it though. Oh, this is like my favorite spread. This is July and it's Peter Pan. And Peter Pan is like one of my favorite classic stories ever. Like my sister used to read it to me when I was a kid, because my sister and I we're 8 years apart. So she would read to me that book at night. And I just love the cover page. I actually like burned paper and drew a map and things like that. So I did put like pieces of the paper around with like little burned edges, fairy wings, very Peter Pan aesthetic. So August One of her favorite childhood books is Alien Secrets. I've never read it. I think I heard about it. So I went with like a galaxy theme because I had a lot of like planet stickers and this cute little astronaut girl. So I did want to kind of break up a lot of the white, and she does like black, so I put some black, and I used my Sigma Uniball gel white gel pen, which is my favorite. And I actually today I lost it. I don't know where it is, and I'm so sad, but hopefully I'll find it soon. But yeah, so this one I pulled out my ruler, y'all, which I'm really bad at using, as you can see, my squiggly lines, but I did like little boxes, and it looks like way more professional than some of my other ones. And this is the first one where I had like an empty page, and I literally just wanted to like collage or just put stickers on it. So I did. And it was like a cute little alien going shh like a secret. So I thought it was really appropriate. So September, she loves birds. So I just did a very scrapbooky collage theme with lots of birds. And for the days read, I actually had a few of these little pre-printed calendars that she could just like highlight the days that she read. Here's her TBR, her September challenge, just very cozy, fall vibes. Lots of birds. And cute bookish things. I really like doing like scrapbooky stuff in my reading journals because I just think it fits with the aesthetic. October, I had to go with Edgar Allan Poe, so Quoth the Raven Nevermore with a big crow, or raven, I should say. So I actually had these washi tapes that had like body parts on them. So like there's a heart and a spine and like ribs and stuff. And I thought that was perfect. And I did have like the apothecary book that I mentioned from Amazon. It's a sticker book that had a whole bunch of like mystical witchy stickers. So I thought it was perfect for this theme. Yep. Look at that heart. Awesome. And I did finally incorporate some purple. Ooh, okay, so I had all these like dust jackets, and I thought that it would make a good, oh my lord, yes. So watching this back, I realized that I forgot the B in November, so I'm gonna have to go back and fix it. And y'all, I did it twice. I literally wrote November instead of November. But this is a Sherlock Holmes theme, so I did lots of like the tweed, plaid, gingham, pattern. And I tried to have a good mix in this month because it is Native American or Indigenous Heritage Month in November. So I definitely wanted to put in her bingo just some making sure we read diversely, because that's really important to her and I that we read diversely. So I just wanted to incorporate some Indigenous specific prompts for this month. And instead of like actually dictating exactly what she has to write, I just left these blank so she can just write. And look, I did it again. See, November. I really don't know. I was getting tired, y'all, towards the end of the year of this journal. So, and then I did a Chronicles of Narnia theme. And I know everybody says it's like an allegory for Christianity, and her and I are not religious, but it just brings me all the childhood vibes of the Chronicles of Narnia. So there's like a little wardrobe actually, and then I drew like trees growing out of it since Lucy goes into the wardrobe. And then I actually drew Turkish Delight, which my favorite part of The Lion, the Witch of the Wardrobe is the witch tempting Peter. Or is it Edmund? Edmund. And I don't know, it stuck with me. So I did like lots of icicles. I did like a little castle stamp. And then there's a lion to represent Aslan. And that's the last of it. I just did like a little yearly wrap up where she could just write down some of her favorites. And that's it. I hope you liked this custom flip through of a reading journal from my friend Katie. Have a wonderful holiday, y'all. Bye.